As a senior health doctor, I hear this concern almost every day. I know I'm losing strength, but I don't feel comfortable going to the gym anymore. And I always tell them, you don't need a gym to rebuild muscle. In fact, some of the best exercises for seniors can be done right at home, using nothing more than a sturdy chair. After 60, the challenge is not just about building muscle, it's about doing it safely. The truth is, many seniors stop exercising because they're afraid of falling. They get discouraged by complicated routines, or they believe it's already too late. But I want to remind you, your muscles can respond at any age. With the right movements, even simple ones, you can restore strength, improve balance, and protect your independence. That's why today, I'm going to share with you the 7 most powerful chair exercises that rebuild muscle without the gym. These exercises are safe, practical, and proven to strengthen the very muscles you rely on every single day. Before we continue, let me ask you, where are you watching from? I'd love to know which part of the world you're tuning in from. And also, what's one healthy habit you never skip in your daily routine? Share it with us in the comments below. Number 7, seated leg extensions. We'll start with one of the simplest but most effective movements, the seated leg extension. This exercise directly targets the quadriceps, the large muscles in the front of your thighs. These are the muscles you use every time you stand up, climb stairs, or walk across a room. When they weaken, independence slips away. But when they strengthen, you feel steadier and more confident in every step. To do this, sit tall on your chair with your feet flat on the ground. Slowly extend one leg forward until it's straight. Pause for a moment and then lower it back down with control. Alternate between legs, focusing on smooth movement. What makes this exercise powerful is not just the motion itself, but the way it gently challenges the thigh muscles without placing stress on your joints. Many seniors avoid strength work because they fear knee pain. But with leg extensions, you strengthen the very muscles that stabilize your knees, reducing pain and improving joint function. Strong quadriceps are more than just muscles for walking. They are your foundation for independence. Weak thighs are one of the leading causes of falls and difficulties with mobility in older adults. By practicing seated leg extensions consistently, you're not just exercising. You're training your body to rise from a chair with confidence, to climb stairs without fear, and to walk longer distances without fatigue. It's also an excellent way to retrain balance. As you lift and extend the leg, your body learns to stabilize itself, engaging the core muscles as well. This combination makes it a whole-body movement, even while sitting. Some of the most life-changing improvements I've seen in seniors come from this very exercise. Within a few weeks of consistent practice, they notice not only stronger legs, but also better posture and more energy for daily life. It's proof that even a small movement, repeated faithfully, can rebuild strength where it matters most. Number 6, seated calf raises. When we talk about strength, most people immediately think of the thighs, arms, or even the back. But the truth is, some of the most important muscles for seniors are found in the lower legs. The calves, though small compared to other muscle groups, play an enormous role in mobility. They give you the ability to push off when walking, help you climb stairs, and even absorb shock with every step you take. The seated calf raise is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to train this vital area. Here's how it works. Sit in a sturdy chair with your feet planted firmly on the ground. Then, press into the balls of your feet and lift your heels as high as possible, almost like you're tiptoeing while seated. Pause briefly at the top, then lower your heels slowly back to the ground. Repeat in a steady, controlled rhythm. Now, why is this important? After 60, the calves often weaken faster than other muscles because they're not directly engaged as much in everyday movement. Weak calves lead to a shuffling walk, slower reactions if you trip, and greater strain on the knees and hips. But by strengthening them, you restore the spring in your step, making walking smoother and safer. This exercise also promotes circulation. Many seniors experience swelling in the ankles or cold feet due to poor blood flow. Calf raises act like a natural pump, pushing blood upward and reducing stagnation in the lower legs. In fact, just a few minutes of seated calf raises every day can reduce swelling, ease discomfort, and improve endurance for daily activities. Number 5. Seated marches. Next, we move to an exercise that combines strength and coordination, the seated march. To do this, sit tall in your chair with your feet flat on the ground. Then, lift one knee toward your chest, lower it, and lift the other knee, just like marching in place, only you're seated. Keep the motion controlled, your back straight, and your breathing steady. What does this do? Seated marches strengthen the hip flexors and thighs, muscles that are crucial for lifting your legs properly when you walk. When these muscles weaken, many seniors begin to shuffle their feet instead of taking full steps. Shuffling greatly increases the risk of tripping, especially on uneven surfaces or rugs at home. By practicing seated marches, you retrain your legs to lift higher and stride more confidently. But there's another layer of benefit: balance training. Every time you lift a leg, your body has to stabilize itself, which means your abdominal and core muscles are working in the background. This quiet engagement of the core helps you stay upright and balanced when moving around in daily life. And let's not forget coordination. Alternating legs in a marching rhythm helps the nervous system stay sharp, reinforcing the brain-muscle connection. For seniors, this is especially valuable because coordination often declines with age, leading to slower reflexes and hesitations in movement. Seated marching is like practicing the rhythm of walking, but in a safe, supported position. On their own, calf raises and seated marches are excellent, but together, they mimic the natural cycle of walking, lifting the leg and pushing off the ground. Think of them as a rehearsal for independence. The calves give you the power to move forward, while the thighs and hips give you the stride to carry yourself with stability. When practiced consistently, these two exercises not only build muscle strength, but also restore confidence in walking, a confidence many seniors lose after even one stumble or fall. Number 4. Seated torso twists. Muscle strength after 60 isn't just about the legs, it's also about the core. Your core includes the abdominal muscles, obliques, and lower back. These muscles stabilize your entire body, protect your spine, and allow you to move with balance. When the core weakens, even strong legs struggle to carry you safely. That's why one of the best chair exercises for seniors is the seated torso twist. Here's how to do it. Sit upright in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the ground and your hands resting lightly on your thighs. Keeping your spine tall, gently rotate your torso to the right, hold for a breath, then rotate to the left. Repeat in a slow, controlled motion. At first, it might feel like a small movement, but even this gentle twist strengthens the obliques, the side muscles of your abdomen, and keeps the spine flexible. Flexibility is often forgotten when we talk about strength, but it's what allows you to bend, turn, and reach without strain. The real power of torso twists is in how they train stability. Every time you rotate, your muscles are working to keep you balanced and upright. For seniors, this stability translates into better posture, less back pain, and fewer moments of losing balance when turning suddenly. Number 3. Seated knee-to-chest lifts. Next, we move to a slightly more challenging but incredibly effective exercise, the seated knee-to-chest lift. Sit on your chair with your back straight and feet flat on the ground. Slowly lift one knee toward your chest as high as you comfortably can. Hold briefly, then lower it back down. Alternate between legs, moving slowly and with control. This exercise works your lower abdominals, hip flexors, and thighs all at once. These are the muscles you need to climb stairs, lift your legs over obstacles, or get up from a seated position without strain. When these muscles weaken, movements become slower, and balance becomes less reliable. Knee-to-chest lifts also improve circulation in the hips and core, reducing stiffness in the lower back and pelvis, two areas where many seniors feel daily discomfort. By strengthening and mobilizing this region, you make walking and standing far easier. What I love about this exercise is how it retrains your brain and body to work together. Lifting the knee engages the core while stabilizing the other side of the body. This reinforces the coordination you need for safe walking, steady balance, and the ability to recover quickly if you stumble. Seated torso twists and kneaded chest lifts might seem small, but together they target the very center of your body, the core. Strong legs alone can't protect you if your trunk is weak. These exercises give you the upright posture, stability, and coordination that make every other movement safer and stronger. Number 2, sit to stands. If there's one chair exercise that predicts independence better than almost any other, it is the sit to stand. This simple movement, standing up from a chair and sitting back down, mimics one of the most important tasks of daily life. It may not look like much, but it is a direct measure of your leg strength, balance, and mobility. Here's how to do it. Start seated in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Cross your arms over your chest or extend them slightly forward for balance. Lean forward slightly and press your feet firmly into the ground as you rise to a standing position. Then, slowly lower yourself back down into the chair with control, resisting the urge to drop back into the seat. Repeat this movement for several repetitions, resting as needed. Why is this so powerful? Because sit to stands engage the quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and core all at once. These are the major muscle groups you rely on every time you rise from a chair, get out of bed, or climb stairs. If these muscles weaken, independence is at risk. Simple actions start requiring assistance. But when you strengthen them, you extend your ability to move freely without depending on others. After 60, one of the clearest warning signs of declining muscle strength is difficulty standing up from a chair without using the arms. It may seem small, but it signals significant weakness in the legs and core. Research even shows that the number of sit-to-stands you can do in 30 seconds strongly predicts mobility, fall risk, and overall longevity. Practicing this exercise regularly retrains your body to rise with confidence. Over time, you'll notice that daily activities, getting up from the couch, using the toilet, or standing from bed, become easier and smoother. That's the beauty of functional strength. It directly translates into real-life ability. Sit-to-stands don't just strengthen muscles. They also improve balance and coordination. Every time you shift from sitting to standing, your body has to stabilize itself and adjust your center of gravity. This constant micro-training of balance reduces the risk of falls and helps you move with greater steadiness in daily life. They also improve cardiovascular endurance. Doing repeated sit-to-stands can raise your heart rate, which boosts circulation and brings oxygen-rich blood to the muscles. It's like sneaking in a mini workout for both strength and stamina at the same time. At first, some may find this exercise challenging. That's okay. Start with fewer repetitions and focus on form. Slow, steady movements are more important than speed. As you grow stronger, aim to do more repetitions or try standing without using your arms for support. Even small improvements here signal big gains in strength. Number 1, seated leg press using body resistance. The single most powerful chair exercise for rebuilding senior muscles after 60 is the seated leg press. Unlike some of the simpler moves, this one activates nearly every major muscle group in your lower body at the same time: quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and calves. It's the closest thing to the leg press machine you'd find in a gym, but here, your own body provides the resistance. Here's how to do it. Sit tall in your chair with your back supported. Bring one knee up toward your chest, then press your foot forward as though you're trying to push against an invisible wall. Extend your leg fully, keeping it straight but not locked. Hold the extension for 2 or 3 seconds, then slowly return to the starting position. Alternate between legs, focusing on steady breathing and controlled movement. This movement doesn't just strengthen the muscles. It trains your nervous system to apply force in a coordinated way. That's what makes it so effective. Every time you press, your body is practicing the same action used in walking, climbing stairs, or even catching yourself from a stumble. The seated leg press is number 1 because it combines strength, endurance, and safety. Unlike standing exercises that may cause instability, this one keeps you securely seated so you can give your muscles a real workout without worrying about balance. Yet the benefits extend far beyond the chair. Stronger thighs and glutes mean easier standing, more powerful walking, and reduced strain on the knees and hips. It's also highly adaptable. If you want to increase the challenge, you can press against light resistance like a resistance band. But even without any equipment, the exercise builds significant strength. That's why it works for everyone, no matter their current level. This exercise also enhances bone health. Pressing through the leg stimulates the bone tissue in the hips and legs, helping to slow down bone loss that accelerates after 60. So in a way, this movement doesn't just rebuild muscle, it also strengthens your frame from the inside out. So there you have it, the 7 chair exercises that rebuild muscle without the gym. Seated leg extensions, stronger thighs for standing and walking. Seated calf raises, better push-off power and circulation. Seated marches, improved stride, hip strength, and coordination. Seated torso twists, stronger core and better posture. Seated knee-to-chest lifts, lower ab and hip strength for mobility. Sit-to-stands, full lower body strength and independence. Seated leg press, the ultimate combination of power, safety, and endurance. Each of these exercises can be done at home, without equipment, without risk, and without pressure. Together, they provide a full program to strengthen your body from the ground up. I want you to think about this. Muscle loss is not inevitable. Sarcopenia, the age-related decline in strength, may be common, but it doesn't have to control your future. With just a few minutes a day, using nothing more than a chair, you can reclaim your strength, restore your confidence, and protect your independence. Imagine this. Instead of struggling to rise from a chair, you stand with ease. Instead of shuffling steps, you walk with purpose. Instead of fearing a fall, you feel steady and strong. These are not dreams. They're the natural result of practicing these simple exercises consistently. So don't wait for weakness to remind you what you've lost. Start today, right where you are, with the chair you're sitting on. Build your strength, protect your health, and take back your independence. Because after 60, the choice is yours. Grow weaker with every passing year, or grow stronger every single day. And remember, you don't need a gym to rebuild your muscles. You just need the determination to begin.